Making money is indeed not boring. Not a new thing that you learned through the very first lie. A lot of people earn money doing what they love the most. But that is not all that we meant. Sometimes life pushes us to test our limits, and we just need to be strong enough to take them all along. This is where we need to have a look at something extra that could add up to what you earn at the end of the month. We know you're looking for that extra bit, so here you go, stay tuned until the end. Before we get started, allow us to mention that turning $100 into $1 million is certainly not the best thing to do if you're one of those persons who are not ready to be outgoing and take a few risks. To find the reason why we said that, we would love you to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and let us know your views on this. So as we said, the process is not that smooth. You need to have a lot of things in line and need to know many things simultaneously for them all to work together. Even then, it may or may not work, totally depending on how much effort you put into it. We're talking about getting a 10,000% return on your investment. Being a self-made millionaire could be a dream for many, whilst on the other hand it may just have happened for others unintentionally. In both the cases, one thing they did was work hard. So the first way to make this thing happen is to learn from those who have already done it. Perhaps we're so impressed with this way that we'll be speaking about this way from multiple different people's experiences. The first way is to flip the items, which was suggested by Gary Vee, with the man full of results. There are a lot of items that are being sold for very cheap rates and a lot of time, even for free. This is where you can make a profit by taking these up, getting some minor repairs on the way and selling them back to make a good profit. You can find the items to buy at really cheap sites through eBay and other similar platforms. This is a very good way of multiplying your money fast and making very good use of the $100. This is perhaps something anyone can accomplish. All you need to have is a dedication and a bit of calculation to make better profits each time. But keep in mind, this way alone will not make you $1 million. The best you can get by trying hard is $100,000. The journey there will require even more effort if you decide to stick with this method. The better way is to make this money, which you can invest elsewhere. So one example will be getting a particular license. This will help you do that and make more money. The second way is to invest. Yes, that's it. Let's just move on to the second one. Just kidding. We do have a bit of an explanation about it. So when you invest, take your $100 and find a solid group of people. These people must be the ones you trust and can rely on. Combine this $100 with them and make an educated, solely and aggressive investment. Always make sure that you only invest in what you know. Doing otherwise is not at all recommended. Oh wait, we did not tell you who said so, right? It was Bethenny Frankel. Yes, a lot of you may know her from the TV. She was there in The Real Housewives. So yeah, that's what she said about investing. Next up, we have Dan Locke. He prefers a pretty conventional method to get to the $1 million mark. He suggests that you learn a high-paying skill to earn money. As you start earning money through the skill you learn, reinvest that money into yourself and learn something more. This will help increase your knowledge and will also help you keep increasing the money you earn gradually. Once you learn enough, you'll certainly be able to touch the $1 million mark without any problems. Education is still one of the highest-paying ways of making money. A highly qualified person through the skills can certainly make $1 million without a lot of hiccups. One required thing here is the money to learn things and invest in yourself. The money you use to buy these courses is the investment you make to get to the $1 million mark. So let us have a look at a way that you could probably combine with what Dan Locke said. This is to write an ebook. He has articulated all you learned through an ebook and published them using the available software on the internet. Bryce Welker came up with the idea to write an ebook and publish it to let it do its work. Being an ebook means that you need to not have any forms of publications of things. This will help you reduce the costs while making a good profit from what you wrote for a long time. Basically forever, unless it gets taken down or you remove it from listings. This is a very good way to earn money, as many people love to read, of course. If you have that special element in your book could certainly get a lot of purchases and hence may then make you $1 million over time. This could be your first step to building a name for yourself and maybe building a brand. We have more being spoken about it from Torben Platzer, please stay tuned for the next one. So, Torben Platzer will focus on building a brand and taking the brand to $1 million. This will help you to get through a lot of things and will teach you a ton on the way. All you need to do is make sure you have a dedicated mind and a very relaxed body to take on the challenges. He speaks about influencers marketing and getting a very good amount through the name. Companies will pay you crazy amounts of money for being able to control the traffic. This is exactly what stardom would feel like, so try making a good impression and creating a good brand name. Now, the one we tell you now is something that will require you to be an expert. assume that you could succeed with any of the ways that we mentioned at Easter, but are looking forward to getting to your goal of $1 million even faster. The way is to start teaching others how to do what you can do, roll out courses and start up with educational content that can be sold multiple times. This method was mentioned by Rudy Marber. This is a fly-by-night industry, meaning that things could work out really soon if the classes you're trying to sell are one of the right quality and focus on the right target. One thing that will be common in all of these types is dedication. You must be able to spend a good amount of time reading and learning about things to make sure you can do it well on your own. So when you do it, make sure you keep kindling yourself with some advantages of these learnings. Keep giving yourself some gifts, and never let the negativity take on you. Losing focus here means losing $1 million you almost had in your hands. The world has grown really small in terms of connectivity, so as a bonus tip, what we would like to tell you from our side is to make use of these connections and build them deeper to get more opportunities. Respect each person's profession, as each one of them has a definite role to play in society. This is what will foster the respect you deserve and will help you grow continuously. Being a social person also means being able to communicate and work with them. Be one of them, and then society will automatically make you a millionaire. And if you have a lot more than that, a billionaire. Though the video was already over, we have the best one for you lined up right at last. This one is to buy a multi-million-dollar business with other person's money. Yes, you heard that right. This one has been the hardest for us to understand. Perhaps it has a lot of optimism in the way it has been drafted. This one was acclaimed by Marin Pober. He says that all you need to do is to approach them. Buy it for 30% of the purchase price and take the money from financial institutions. The reason why they will give you the money is seemingly because they can use the business assets as collateral. This is then followed by another assumption that the seller is going to train you to get into the business. You can then hire an expert manager and voila, you're a millionaire. This was the funniest of all we heard, but who knows, this funny person making $1 million could be you tomorrow. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you had fun watching this video. Until next time.